Hello viewers, it's time for yet another interesting episode of Radio Spark, the voice of Jaipuria. And today, we are delighted and honored to have with us Mr. Harish Sanduja, the Director and IT Head of the Jaipuria Group of Educational Institutions. We extend a very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Nandini.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Harish.
We're excited to have you with us, sir. Let's get started with the questions right away. To start off, in your opinion, what should define the legacy that you envision for the Jaipuria Group of Institutions, and how can we, as the current Student Council members, actively contribute to building and sustaining this legacy?
I think Jaipuria has an amazing legacy in its own because this year, any which way, we are celebrating the 50th year, and there have been amazing alumni which have been making an impact in the entire world and the nation. And I can see that a lot of people who have been educated from this institution are making the right impact in the world. And as I see it, I feel the entire idea of building an institution is that it should be able to make the right impact in the people. So that way, the legacy itself is getting transformed into the right way in which it was envisaged. So I strongly believe that the current stream of leaders which are getting produced in the school, like the student council members that you all are, as I was telling earlier also, that it is extremely important, apart from your studies, learn how to take right decisions. Because right decisions are the most critical things in life. And if you take right decisions, you will be able to do the right thing in life. And I strongly believe that we should make sure that the children finally learn that their decisions are based on what is ethically right and ethically wrong, rather than what they like and what they dislike. So this is very critical, and I'm sure that this will help you always.
Definitely, sir. Thank you.
So, sir, moving on, how do you think can we motivate students to pursue multifaceted developments, balancing academics, extracurricular activities, and personal growth?
So balancing academics, extracurricular activities, and personal growth is a very important task these days. And I think everything starts from first knowing your own position, where we are, and then also defining for yourself where we want to go. So like on the Google Maps, you know where you are and you put the right destination, and then you start driving to that destination. Sometimes you might actually overcross a particular turn. So what happens at that time? The Google Maps gives you a reiteration. It gives you a new route to that particular position. So I think one thing that we need to teach children is first knowing their own self, and then trying to figure out what is it that they want to achieve and become in life, and be always ready to reiterate themselves so that in case they get deviated, they should know that that final destination is there. Never lose heart, keep moving towards it. Some kind of disturbance will always keep coming, and disturbance like internet, with Instagram, social media, all these things, friends, that will happen. But then those are also very important learnings in life. And one thing which I would like to tell all the children is that please also learn to be with yourself. It is not necessary that you have to be always with someone or something. It is not necessary that you always have to be on phone or with someone to pass your time. You can always learn to be with yourself also. Because once you are with yourself, and supposing you're getting bored, it's a very good question to ask oneself, what is it that I'm trying to do and what is it that I would like to do in my life? Because when you get bored, you tend to learn more about yourself and also about what you would like to do in future. That is very.
Yes. And that is really very motivating and important in this era. So, sir, moving on, please share your thoughts on what is the impact of integration of the emerging technologies in the classrooms and its role in preparing students for a tech driven future.
So, emerging technologies in the classroom are many now, and especially with generative AI coming in. So, we are looking forward to a near future where we will have a personalized tutoring for each child. This is very likely to happen now in next few years, or maybe 1 or 2 years. So, the technology that is coming up, it will definitely be able to enable a personalized tutoring for each child. But in that case, what will happen is that supposing I have a personalized tutor for every child, what happens to the child? What will the child do then? And how the child has to take the right decision for themselves. So I think when we will have that technology where each child will have the ability to learn at his own free will, at his own convenience, within the settings of house, within the settings of school, the most critical question at that time will be, is the child willing to learn? Is the child able to envisage where he or she wants to go? And for that, I think I will seek the help of the teachers as well as the parents, because that enablement and building up of the attitude in the child is more critical. Because I think the technologies will definitely be able to help us and will be so powerful that we will be able to do whatever we want at our free will and at our times that we feel are the right ones. But are we going to take the right decision at that time? That yes, we are ready for the future and we are aware where we want to go. So that awareness is the most critical thing that will happen. I think we will have to dwell on that what the children need to be made aware about the attitudinal change that would be required in that particular scenario. And is the school gearing up for that? Is the society gearing up for that? Are the parents ready for it? Are the teachers ready for it? Because I see it as a three-way learning, not only for the children, but for the schools as well as the families.
So, we'd also like to ask you, what are the main challenges you face in implementing sustainable practices and how do you plan to overcome them?
Sustainable practices are very critical because we all are feeling the heat of it. In real sense as well as metaphorically, because we can see the change in the global scenario that is happening and the need for developing sustainable practices and implementing them is very, very critical. But then, nature helps us in doing so. What we need to do is we need to make sure that we involve the human effort in the right direction. Like people say, we will try to have Ganges or the Ganga river pollution free. We will do this, we will do that to make it free. But I must tell you that the Ganga river actually cleans itself every year and it becomes completely pure every year. The only thing that we do is we do not restrict our actions, and in the whole sense, we again re-pollute it when it is again clearing itself. I think the same happens in almost all the natural cycles. All the natural cycles make sure that they clean themselves once a year, but it is the human effort which re-pollutes everything. I think what is more critical for us to do sustainable development is look within where we can make the right impact and teach the children that we have to be aware of and control of our desires, because those desires are the key reasons which is not letting us have sustainability in the action. I think if we can do that, that will be the best thing.
That's very insightful. And there, as you spoke about awareness, we have a student-led NGO running in our school named Farars, which takes up plogging drives like cleaning the riverside of River Ganges, and also works on child education. So currently, the students who are running the organization are in class 12. So how can we encourage our juniors to continue that mission and continue that organization so that it sustains for a longer time?
That's a very good question. I think what you should do is try to approach a gamut of children starting from grade 6 onwards, because try to reach out to those children, try to tell them that this is what we are doing and this is the impact of it, and try to tell them that this process where we are trying to do things, it helps us in two ways. One, it makes us as better human beings, and of course once you yourself are a better human being, you are able to impact better on the world. So one impact we should always keep telling the younger generation, that if you are coming out for such activities, helping out in NGOs or helping out in sustainability programs, then you yourself become a better human being, and obviously you also impact the world. So these are the two things. Impacting the world can also be sometimes giving you a reverse benefit. And once you have a reverse benefit, that is something which children are many a times motivated of getting a benefit from what they're doing. I think that is perfectly okay. If I am trying to do something because I see a benefit in it, even if it is my first reason of doing it, let us do it. Because while doing it, we realize that apart from that benefit, there are multiple other benefits. So try to motivate children, show them some benefits so that they can join this good cause. And during the process of joining and working hard, they will learn that there were multiple other benefits which were not stated in the whole process. So you can get the children to do it.
Yes, that's actually very helpful for us. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and valuable insights. Your opinions and valuable words act as a beacon of light for us. And in the future also, we would like to have such enriching sessions with you. And on this note, see you all soon with another exciting episode. Until then, take care.